Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to join Novastar online launch event. Today we will release the brand new MX control solution. Later, Ms. Tony, who is MEA Business Development Supervisor, will give you the presentation. During the presentation, if you have any questions, you can type in the chat window. Our MEA engineer team leader, Ms. Oscar, will answer them one by one. To ensure good effect, please help if your microphone is muted and keep your camera turned off. Now, let's welcome Ms. Tony to share with us the details.
Hello, everyone. This is Tony Wong from Novastar, who is responsible for the Middle East and Africa team. I am your old friend. So today, it is my great honor to be here and share with you our brand new MX series solutions. We hope it will help unleash more creativity for your lab project. The solution consists of the three parts, right? So the first one, there will be the one brand new software, VMP, a platform that immensely different from Nova LCD. Number two is the two core technology, which are specially designed for fast-growing fine-pitch display market. Number three is the three highlights, which is aiming to provide ultimate capabilities for our control system. Now, let's check them one by one. First thing first, the VMP is short for Vision Management Platform. The reason why we developed the VMP is that we have received lots of the feedbacks from our clients over the years about how limited and unfriendly the Nova LCD is. So we say to ourselves, we've got to change. So now here comes the VMP. It truly allows users to talk to the screen and unleash more creativity. Now let's watch a short video together. So what's your feeling about watching this video? Impressive, impressive, and impressive. So this is a new software, the VMP. It's available on multiple operating systems, including Windows, Mac, and Linux. The entire user interface has been rebuilt with much more modern and user-friendly layout, completely different from the old Nova LCD. So how does this one look in details? Well, here we can see the main interface. On the left, which is the set bar, the device list, all connected controllers can be found here, and you can do the quick group management. On the top, which is the navigator, where you will find the general workflow for screen configuration. On the right, which is the property bars, where all adjustable parameters are listed. Quite in the middle is the screen operating canvas. The operation logic is to pick the target screen from the left, choose the operating on the top, and then adjust the parameters on the right. Now let's dive into this part one by one. Here, I think I'm pretty sure that you must be familiar with such a scene. An ultra-large screen with multiple controllers cascaded, cable wearing unclean, project the timeline quite tight. With the traditional system, you can only drag the Ethernet cable all the way before the screen and configure the controllers one by one, which kind of the whole you buy and takes a very long time to configure the whole screen. But now, with our new solution, you can simply move around wirelessly as long as all controllers are put onto the same local network. In addition, you can do group management here. By this way, controllers can be managed in groups according to the physical screen. So it will be a lot more time efficient. Well, before the screen configuration, we still need to have some work to do. Here, the step one is for the input. We need the media source as a reference for configuration. In the past, we would have to calculate the coordinates or check the screen in front. However, with the new software, we can get the input source on the LED display in the real time and feed the content to the screen easily. Also, with the source preview and the source switch as what I showed you, you can monitor the status of the input and switch between the different sources easily. Besides, in the case you don't have a proper input source on site, you can directly use the built-in tablets for convenience, and you can store multiple test pictures of your own in the controllers through this function. Even without an external source, the LED screen mapping is still possible with the VMP. Okay, the step one is done. Now the step two is the screen mapping. In the VMP, we have prepared the quick screen mapping for everyone. How does this work? Let's check the demo video as you can see here. Here, the screen mapping becomes the way much more easier in the Nova LCT. From now, you don't need to worry about when you get something about mapping wrong, because here we have provided you with the 16 possible patterns for quick correction. You can correct, also you can check the cabinet information here by one click. And the specially shaped screen are no more headache for us now. In the Nova LCT, you need to do the math in the college, and see if outside rectangular frame is within the loading capacity or not. But with the VMP, all you need to do is to place the cabinet in the design shape, and you're free to go all the way you want. That's why we've broken down the rectangular limitation. In this way, the usage rates of each port is greatly enhanced, and the loading capacity status is directly shown as below, making the screen configuration more efficient. After mapping, the step 3 is the screen correction. For example, the seam correction. Now we are able to visualize and locate and select the seam on display simply by mouse. And by placing the mouse on the screw wheel icon, we can wheel up, we can wheel down to adjust the brightness in the software. So this is what we call visualized settings, also applied to the multi-batch correction. So far, we have done almost 80% of the screen configuration. However, for many applications like TV studios, broadcasting, color adjustment is also necessary. Therefore, here comes the step 4, the key feature, perceptual color control on the screen. Here, you can find the most popular tools on the market, like what I showed you with the PPT, like the color replacement, the 14-channel color correction, curve, and 3D LUT. We will go deeper in a while. Finally, step 5, output management. In order to make sure the output signal is stable on the LED screen and works correctly with other devices, some new features are here to help, such as the gene lock, the low latency, shutter speed, frame multiplexing, beat depth, and so on. Besides, we also upgrade the maintenance and monitoring the feature. Here, you can know the content on your LED screen correctly in the software. You can also get the end-to-end health status monitoring of your LED screen in the real time. Firmware upgrade can be done in batches by the Painter tool. Here is the summary for the first part, new software, the VMP, Vision Management Platform, which is designed for multiple operating systems with intuitive user interface. Many helpful features are available, such as group settings, source preview, scene correction, perceptual color control, and output management. In addition to the new software, we are now also launching two core technologies, which is the dynamic booster and full grid-scale calibration. The first one is the dynamic booster. Well, to help you understand better this technology, here are two real shots for comparison. The left one with the traditional solution, the right one with the dynamic booster engaged. As you can see, the right one shows much higher contrast and sharper details. Right? Of course, right. With the dynamic booster, the brightness and details can be adjusted to the ideal level. By this way, even the SDR source can present the HDR effect, which means the high dynamic range. All of these changes are realized through our typical dynamic algorithm, which is based on image analysis frame by frame. So there is no overexposure in the highlights and no lost details in the shadows. In addition to that, it can also reduce the power consumption of your LED screens by around 20%. We did a test with some commonly used material, such as the pure white, PowerPoint files, grayscale gradient, printer test page, and finally came to this result. It's amazing. We also tested with some video tabs are frequently played, such as the PowerPoint files, the documentary films, sports, and new reports. The result is the same. The power consumption of the LED screen can also be reduced by around 20%. This means a lot. But once the color consumption is lowered, the temperature goes down and the color difference is alleviated. And theoretically speaking, the lifespan of your LED screen can be extended overall. Yes. And the second core technology is what we call the full grid scale calibration. And I would like to show you some statistics analysis. This is the sales amount of the mini and the micro LED over the past few years. We can clearly tell this market will continue to expand exponentially in the future. But along with the popularization, some issues must be solved. For example, severe color block and inconsistent uniformity. Thus, the full grid scale calibration is born to solve this problem. But what leads to these issues, as I mentioned? You know, from this field, with the pixel pitch going all the way down, the power current for each LED chip must be lower to maintain a consistent luminance flux. But as the power current gets smaller, the non-linearity of the LED chip also becomes more obvious, which has the huge impact on the display uniformity. And this cannot be solved by one layer calibration. That's the reason why we developed the full grid scale calibration. Here is the comparison. Left with the traditional calibration, right side with the new calibration. As you can see, the right one performs way better in every grid scale than the left one. Here, the calibration coefficient are generated per grid scale. It means grid scale by grid scale for every grid scale. To sum up, the two core technology can help us improve image quality, lowering your power consumption, help extend the lifespan of your LED screens in the long run, and solve the inaccurate grayscale and color issues. In addition to one software and two core technologies, today I'm very excited to introduce the three highlights, namely flexible color adjustment, the scenario preset, and the frame processing. And this means a lot for us. In the past, when it comes to the LED screens, the people focus more on the human eye watching the experience. But in recent years, camera shootings are really on the trend. And this has proposed much higher requirements for the LED wall and control solution. And the color management is one of the key factors that affect the production performance. In addition, the color is the fundamental issue for every director and every designer to fulfill their creativity. So let's look at the color processing first. For applications like corporate events, broadcasting, flexible color adjustment is the cornerstone to ensure the perfect color match anytime you need. However, in the new system, you are able to adjust the input and the output color separately. Here, for the input, you can adjust such statistics such as the black level, hue, saturation, contrast, and also RGB highlights and shadows. For the output, the 14 color channel correction can help guaranteeing the color accuracy of your video source. You can adjust from the primary, secondary, and tertiary colors without affecting any other colors. For professional users, we also provide the advanced color correction tools. Curve turning and 3D LUT make color adjustment more flexible and efficient. And this is an example of the curve turning. You can see and use it to get a different style quickly. And with the 3D LUT, color can be remapped more accurately in the three-dimensional color space. You can personalize the color of your LED screen by importing the 3D LUT file. The next highlight is our scenario preset. Up to now, we have done many extra projects, such as the film production, corporate events, and TV shows. We have found many clients and having a hard time. For large screens, the management of the multiple controllers is very, very complicated in the Nova ST. So now we combine the group ideas into the source management, color management, and so on. Every user can switch the source and make an adjustment of the whole display together at once. All parameters of the input source, output, color, and color gamma can be saved into presets, including the EDID, color adjustment, as well as the HDR settings. With our new solution, we can achieve the HDR at 10 bits, 424, and the PQ mode is also supported, all presenting an exceptional HDR performance. More importantly, when it comes to different jobs, users can do preparation work in advance and save them into preset for quick retrieval, including the source adjustment, color processing, output parameters, and etc. It is very convenient to operate and control on the spot. And this is the scenario preset design. Well, the third highlight is the frame processing. As you know, another headache for the camera production is the black field and the skylines. When the camera shutter and content do not match, there are three possible reasons, which is the inconsistent start time, inconsistent frequency, or inconsistent duration. In order to solve these issues, we developed the two functions. The first is the Jinlog phase offset. The second is the shutter feed. By this way, the black field and the scan line can be gone like this. In addition, we have received many requests from our clients about saving the time and cost, especially for the XR projects. Therefore, we developed a new function, frame multiplexing, which allows users to reframe and multiply the video feed in the same feed. Together with the Jinlog offset, you can shoot at once and get multiple effects simultaneously. Which improves work efficient and save lots of the cost. And even for my computer cannot be weighed. And here is the so-called complete solution for the virtual production. I think this is the most curious issue that you want to see. Yeah. So for the source, you can get the HDR 10 bits, 42424, and PQ mode. Here, the shutter feed and the Jinlog phase offset are designed to better work with the cameras. With the frame multiplexing, you can save time and cost. On the screen side, the flexible adjustment can ensure a perfect color match. All of this are supported by the new control system. Last but not least, the new solution also provided two core technology, dynamic booster and full grayscale calibration, presenting the HDR effect and lowering power consumption at the same time. But now, you're still wondering about, Tony, what's the whole system structure looks like? Here it comes. Let's check them one by one. Well, for the software, we have received the VMP, very, very versatile, which is the Vision Management Platform. And for the controllers, we have got the MX40 Pro. For its input, 3 pieces HDMI 2.0 and loop. 1 piece is 12G SDI with the loop. 1 piece is the DP 1.2. And all of those mentioned are 4K by 2K at 60 Hz. For the output, there are 20 Ethernet RJ45 and 4 pieces 10 gigabits per second optic fibers. For receiving card, which is special for the A10s Pro. And here is the summary for key features available. Ultimate control, flexible color adjustment, and high image quality. That's all for today, and I hope this will be the great beginning for us. In the past few days, we supported each other, we helped each other, and we fulfilled lots of the unbelievable projects. And now, today, is not enough. I hope you will enjoy my speech. Thank you for the listening. Thank you for the time.
Okay, thank you. Thank you so much, Miss Tony. And actually, during the presentation, we had collected many questions. Of course, you can type your question in the chat window here also. Now, let's move on to the QA part. Miss Tony, can you please open the QA page?
Tamam.
Thanks. Okay, that's it. Okay, Mr. Oscar, it's your turn. Let's welcome.
Okay, hello everyone. Now let's start the Q&A session. For the first question, what's the difference between VMP and Nova LCT? And can I do it with MRV series cards with MX? Okay, this is a very good question. Both of the VMP and Nova LCT is used for control the controller, but for the VMP, it's new design with new structure, which is more user-friendly to our customers, and work with our MX series controller. We will give the customer better experience. And for the MRV series receiving card, now we cannot support with our MX controller. Question 2. What's the difference between full grayscale calibration and traditional calibration? Actually, for our traditional calibration, we will do the calibration under higher brightness. The data may be not suitable under lower brightness. So we developed the full grayscale calibration. We will do calibration under different brightness. Maximum, we can choose 8 different brightness and then generate a parameter so that we can have better image quality. Question 3, for the VMP software, will it work with any other older controller like M Control 4K or H5? Okay, actually for our VMP software, we cannot work with the M Control 4K and H series because it's a new designed platform. In order to improve user experience and bring more value for users, VMP was designed through a new structure, which is totally different with the LCT platform. And VMP software is strongly on the hardware support of MX series controller. And we also know that for the M control series, we have the resolution can support 2K from 2K to 4K. So we also designed the MX series from 2K to 4K and even have the 8K controller, and will coming soon. The question 4, what type of the gene lock signal new processor use? Is it black burst, or maybe we can use tree-level sync? Okay, this is a very professional question. For our gene lock signal, we can support B-level, tree-level, and black burst. Question 5. Its output capacity is still 650,000 for 8 bits and 320,000 for 10 or 12 bits. Okay, actually, our MX40 Pro, if work with the A10S Pro, the output under 10 bits will be 480,000 pixels. If works with the other A series cards like the A4S, A5S Plus, A7S, A8S, when it works under 10 bits, the loading capacity will be 320,000. Okay, question 6. Does there have any requirement for low latency? Yes, for the low latency, the limitation is needs the LAN connection is top aligned. Question 7. For VMP software, can several users work on several screens at the same time? Actually, it's okay because for the MX series products, we provide the method for the LAN connection. We can use the router to create a local area network. Then we can have many users to operate different devices at the same time. But one more thing you need to know that different users can use the same device at the same time. Question 8. It's using A10S receiving card is need to use all MX processor capabilities. Actually, here shows the A10S. I'm not sure you mentioned it's A10S or A10S Pro. Actually, if you use the MX40 Pro, work with the A10S Pro, it will have all the functions we mentioned in the presentation. If you are using A10S, it will have some of the function, don't have the function like the shutter fit and the dynamic booster and the full grayscale calibration. Question 9. If I have a 16-bit input, can I set output to 8-bit in order not to decrease load capacity? Actually, if the input is 16 bits, the loading capacity will be decreased half. It's around 320,000 pixels for each port. Do you have any other question? If you have any other question, please leave it in the chat zone.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Oscar. I believe that the clients also have the question about the delivery date. Can you please explain about that?
Okay. Here I have one more information for you. We can take orders after the formal release. The lead time of MX40 Pro is normally around 30 days, while the first batch takes longer time to produce. Should be ready by end of February. We will keep you updated if order confirmed. Thank you.
Okay, thanks, Mr. Osaka. Now it seems that our event launch is coming to an end. Everyone, thank you so much for your time and support. If you have any questions, you can email to address at the screen shows. Besides, please allow me to introduce the MEA team here. And now let's welcome Ms. Tony.
Hello, everyone. I think all of you are my old friend and very excited and very honored. You know, since the 2019, the last seminar in Dubai, that we didn't see each other, but in the different field. You are in the different countries and we are in China, that we combine the ideas with each other in the innumerable night. We conquered and we overcome lots of the difficulties. And for me, and I'm in charge of the whole MEA team. All of my team members are excellent. And besides, I also take responsibility in the country like Turkey, Israel, and UAE with Mr. Kyle together. I hope today is the beginning of the 2022. And I hope from now, you and our team can collaborate with each other together for more better result. And alhamdulillah, thank you very much.
Okay, and Mr. Oscar.
Hello, this is Oscar, a tech support manager. My team responsible for the MEA tech support will come to contact with us for the tech communication. Thank you.
Okay, thanks. And Ms. Kyle?
Hello, Andy, and hello, everyone. This is Kyle, and I am the regional manager for UAE, Qatar, Bahrain, Kuwait, and Oman. Even though we can't meet each other, but I still feel excited today. You know, we met difficulties in holding an offline meeting. That's why our team prepared a special online launch event. So we hope you enjoy today's meeting. So if you need any support regarding MX40 Pro or any other supports about Novastat, please just feel free to contact me if you are in the area I just mentioned. So last but not least, I wish all of you a healthy and a happy new year. My name is Kyle, and thank you. Thank you for your participation. Back to Andy.
Okay, thanks. And Mr. Lucien.
Hello, everyone. I'm Lucien, regional manager from Novastar MEA team. I'm responsible for the French-speaking area. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me at any time. Et bonjour à tous, je m'appelle Lucien et je suis le directeur régional de Novastar. Je suis responsable de l'activité francophone. Si vous avez des questions, n'hésitez pas à me demander. Merci.
Okay, it's my turn. Salam alaikum, our dear friend. It's such a pleasure to meet you all here. We hope can meet you face to face soon, inshallah. If you have any questions, no matter what country you come from, you can get back to us anytime. As you see in the screen, you can find our email address there. Your questions are always welcome. So that's all for the speech today. We'll get back to you ASAP. Wish you a great day. Bye-bye.